Hey everyone, today I just want to show you one of my projects that I did just lately. This is my Masahiro Shadow Warrior katana, and I did something to the blade. I paint filled the engraving on the blade. I've never done something like this before, but I've always really liked the way it looks. So I decided to finally just do it on one of my swords, and I thought this one would be a really good candidate. I went with red paint to match the ray skin on the handle, and also to match the sagio, which is the scabbard cord that is on the scabbard. Traditionally, this kind of engraving could be a number of different colors, and it served a number of purposes. However, I decided to go with red just for the looks. Traditionally, this was done for three main purposes. One of them is the exact reason why it is I did it on this sword, and that is just for the looks. Just because the owner of the sword liked the way it looked, so they had it done. The next two purposes both have to do with covering up flaws. One of them is if you have a sword that the bohi, which is the fuller in the blade, right here, it's not a blood groove, it's just a fuller, it's there to lighten the sword. Well, if you had a fuller that wasn't properly polished, sometimes they would use paint to cover that up. And sometimes it was to cover up more serious imperfections, such as delaminations and other things like that, that were very unsightly, but they still wanted to be able to use the sword, so they just covered it up and you could no longer tell it was there. So that's pretty much it. Now that should be the last that I will be doing to my Masahiro Shadow Warrior. Maybe.